So, we've all seen the movies, right? The helicopters, the perfect shots, the last-second rescues. But that's the highlight reel. What's the real story? Well, today we're going to climb the ladder and find out. This is the real 25-year journey from a rookie cop on the street to the commander of one of the world's most elite police units.
You see the gear, the big armored trucks, the weapons, but what does it really take to earn that patch? What's the price you pay over a lifetime in a world where every single decision can be life or death? It's a question that goes way, way beyond just being physically strong.
See, here's the thing you have to understand. Nobody, and I mean nobody, just walks onto a SWAT team. The whole journey, it doesn't begin in some fancy training facility. It starts in a regular old patrol car, answering calls that can be anything from totally mundane to absolutely terrifying.
Okay, so Section 1, the street. Before you can even think about being an elite operator, you have to be a good cop, a really good cop. These are the years where your instincts are forged, day in and day out, on the violent, unpredictable rhythm of the city.
And for years, this is your world. It's mostly answering domestic dispute calls where everyone's bleeding and everyone's lying. It's taking burglary reports you know are probably never going to be solved. But it's that 10%. That 10% of pure chaos is what keeps you hooked. It's your first foot chase, your heart just hammering in your chest, and it ends in a dark alley with a guy holding a knife. Your training just kicks in. You draw your weapon, he drops his, and afterward, your hands are shaking for a solid 20 minutes. That chaos, well, it's a forge, and it teaches you things no academy ever could.
And then one day, you see it. Maybe it's a demonstration at the academy, you know? The elite team fast ropes from a helicopter, and they clear an entire building in just 47 seconds. It looks like it's straight out of a movie. And right there, in that moment, the dream is born. You start running with a weighted vest on your days off. You're spending your own money on ammo, just trying to get better. And you decide, I'm going to be one of them.
Which brings us to Section 2, the test. Earning that patch is basically a trial by fire. The whole selection process is designed to find your breaking point and then just push you right past it. It's meant to weed out almost everyone who even tries.
And just look at these numbers. The attrition rate is absolutely staggering. You'll have 200 highly qualified, experienced police officers apply. These guys are already the real deal. But by the end of it all, maybe 20 are left standing. Sometimes it's even less than that. The odds are just insane, and that's completely by design.
The trials themselves are just relentless. First, you have the physical. And listen, we're not talking about just passing. The minimums, that's where you fail. You need to be running a 3-mile in under 18 minutes just to stay in the game. Then the tactical evaluation. They run you until your heart feels like it's going to explode, and then, while instructors are screaming in your face, they tell you to make a 50-yard rifle shot. And finally, the scenarios. Simulated hostage situations, blank rounds cracking off the walls, testing every single decision you make under unbelievable pressure.
So you make it. You actually do it. Out of 200 people, you're one of the few who didn't quit, who didn't wash out. You feel like you've conquered the mountain. They tell you to report in on Monday morning. And then an instructor looks you dead in the eye and says this. It's an ominous promise, because the real training, the real test, well, it's just about to begin.
Section 3, the craft. See, passing selection just gets you in the door. Now the real work begins. You've got a year-long probationary period where they basically break you down and rebuild you from scratch, making you master the tools of the trade.
You spend thousands of hours in what they call the kill house. You learn close quarters battle. And this isn't just about kicking indoors. It's like a violent ballet. The first guy in goes left, second goes right, third takes the center. You drill this over and over and over until it's pure muscle memory. Your body just moves automatically, so your mind is free to do the one thing that matters: identify and neutralize threats in a split second. And if you shoot the wrong target, a hostage holding a cell phone that kind of looks like a gun, you're done. Gone. No second chances.
After probation, you specialize. Maybe you become a breacher. This is the art of violent entry. Doesn't matter if it's with a ram, a shotgun round, or explosives, your job is to create a doorway for the team. And every single door, wood, steel, reinforced, it's a new puzzle you have to solve in seconds.
And this is the razor's edge a breacher lives on. When you're using C4, success is literally measured in grams. Too little charge and that door holds, leaving your team exposed in what they call a fatal funnel. Too much, and you could kill a hostage on the other side. The margin for error is it's zero. Or maybe you become a totally different breed of operator, the sniper. This job isn't just about marksmanship, it's about an incredible amount of discipline. You learn ballistics, how wind, humidity, Even the rotation of the earth can affect your shot. You spend endless hours lying perfectly still in a hide somewhere, just observing, feeding intel to the team. Most of the time, you're just eyes. But when that call finally comes to take the shot, you have one chance, to be absolutely perfect.
And this is the moment that defines the sniper's burden. A man is holding a knife to a child's throat. Negotiations have failed. The team leader gives you the green light. You take the shot, the threat drops, the child is safe. A life is taken to save another. You go home that night, but you will carry the weight of both of those actions with you forever.
Section 4. The weight. As the years go by, the job shifts. You start moving from being a frontline operator to being a leader. And the weight you carry is no longer just your gear, it's the lives of your team.
You become a team leader, then a sergeant. Now you're not just running drills, you're managing real-life crises. The operator whose marriage is falling apart because he can't talk about what he does. The one who's drinking too much after a bad shooting. Then you make lieutenant, and suddenly you're dealing with City Hall, justifying your budget, and answering for every single use of force incident to people who are going to analyze a split-second decision for months on end. The problems change from tactical to personal and then to political.
And while you're carrying all that weight of command, your body is keeping a running tab of every call-out, every training day. After 2 decades, your knees are just shot from kneeling on concrete. Your hearing is permanently damaged from thousands of gunshots and breaching charges. The department's insurance, it covers the injuries people can see, but the invisible ones, the sleepless nights, the memories, those you have to manage all on your own.
So, we get to the final act. Section 5. The price. After a quarter-century of service, what is the ultimate cost? This is where the whole journey comes full circle, and we see the one constant truth of this line of work.
You know, you look back on 25 years and you see the whole arc laid out. The fresh-faced kid who somehow made the team, the operator who became a leader, the commander who's now dealing with all the politics. It's a career that's been defined by unimaginable stress and sacrifice.
And this is the part that gets you. Just as one of these long careers is winding down, a new one is just getting started. The machine, it always needs new parts. The team always needs new operators.
Somewhere in the city, right at this very moment, there's a young patrol officer. It's his day off, and he's out there running with a weighted vest on. He's dreaming about that 47-second building clearance he saw. He wants to be that guy. He's fast, he's strong, he's brave, and he believes SWAT is where the best of the best go. He's the ghost of your past.
But he doesn't know the cost. Not really. He doesn't know about the marriages that don't make it, or the nightmares that never quite fade away. He doesn't know the true weight of the lives you've taken and the lives you've saved. He has no idea what that patch really costs, but he's about to find out, one call out at a time. The cycle begins again.